I'm sorry. All right, so we were having a dialogue about what type of social learning we're doing in this communications class. Is it social learning striving for social change, or are we in the process of becoming aspects of social change? And we sort of had a disagreement about which category we fell into. Um, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and start explaining that. We thought that, how about we make a video of this dialogue and debate showing our understanding of all three of the theories mentioned in the Britt reading.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and start and explain why you guys think that this classroom is focused on social change?
Right, so a couple of us thought that what we were doing was aspects of social change because we're actively working to sort of decrease the inequities that oppressed identities and groups see every day. I mean, you have people working with the Black Lives Matter movement and those folks who are going to the school to help with the senior projects. Those are things that are actively working to bring upon social change. And the class itself, we feel like if you look back at the syllabus, in the course overview, we talk about how this course brings different types of people together from different social, racial identities. And I really feel like that's what our service learning is about. We're going and we're working with people who are different from us to help people who are different from us.
But wouldn't you agree that you can just volunteer like at a soup kitchen and do the same thing and just go and provide, a service, like volunteer for them, provide your time? What's the difference between just doing and then actively changing and creating social change?
I would say like going to the soup kitchen. So while we're doing it outside of this class, it's different than us doing it like within the class because we're willingly going out and participating in that activity. I would also say like, since it's willingly, like we're engaging more, by us going to the soup kitchen, I guess our goal would be to see some type of change, whether it be like in the person who we interact with at the soup, or the people who we interact with at the soup kitchen, like based on who they are and, why they're there. So our whole goal is to see that social change, to make those connections and to see things evolve.
So what about y'all who say that this class is about becoming?
Well, I think it's more so becoming because this class is giving us a service learning opportunity to work with different organizations. So it's giving us a chance to kind of like put our foot in the door when it comes to like working with different types of people and becoming more so like an active person in the community, more so than just kind of sitting back and just letting things go on without actively, I guess, doing what you need to do to make a better person of yourself and others that are also involved inside of the community.
Right, and I feel like a lot of us haven't maybe done much work in the community or done any service learning project like this, and this class is really giving us the tools to understand or to help us become more caring individuals. And Britt in the article, she mentioned something about how when you're becoming, you're starting to ask the questions why are these inequities a thing, and you're not really trying to change them yet. And I feel like a lot of us are just learning about all of these inequities, and we're starting to just now ask these questions why are these kids at Dudley High School having have really bad resources, or why is homelessness such a big deal in Greensboro now? We're just now starting to realize these things, and I feel like this classroom and this service learning project is giving us the tools to eventually become maybe social change advocates, but for now I feel like we're just becoming caring people.
And then I'm right on the fence because I can definitely see both sides. I feel like in learning these things, we're becoming we're taking interest in learning the concepts, and in class we're learning about different people who are trying to make changes in the world. And then by us going out in these different service projects, we're actually participating in social change, because we're actually like going out and, you know, being a mentor to people or helping women who need it. So it could really go both ways, I feel like.
Right. So it's kind of like what Britt said. We are arriving at service learning through many different routes, but that's not the point. The point is we get there.